Hey guys, Joe DeMarco from the Crazy New York Driver Show for Friday, August 30th, 2024. Welcome to another eBay video. I have a lot of things to discuss with you tonight, and most likely I will not be able to discuss everything that I have jotted down here. Some of the topics I would like to discuss are unbelievably lowball offers, buyers who simply are so stupid and uneducated they cannot or ignore the Fitment chart, cancellations like I talked about the other night, a huge amount of returns this week, people who want to change their address 6 hours after I printed the label, a problem with best offers. So that's basically it. I'm hoping to share some screenshots tonight, but instead of doing it the way I usually do with the fancy cutaways and all that, not happening. I don't have the time. I'm behind. So I'm going to work off my phone, and it may require me just to look for a few minutes or for a few seconds anyway for a particular picture so I could show you. But anyway, let's get started right now. We're going to start off with lowball offers. I have complained for a long time, as have some of you, where people are offering you less than half of what you're asking for an item, and in some cases 25%. That's nothing new, but I had my all-time lowest percentage offer in my entire life. And it happened yesterday. I have an item that I'm listing for $32 plus shipping. A person sent me an offer for $1. $1 on a $32 item. What's really weird is the person is located locally, so close that they could even drive over and buy the item from me in person if they wanted. I, of course, declined the offer and I blocked them. After I blocked them, I looked at their feedback. Oh God. Oh God, all bad. I shouldn't say all bad. A good amount of negatives, and the positives all said something like, the seller was willing to work with me to bring about a positive resolution. Whoo! Bad news. And the funniest part was this morning, another eBayer stepped in and offered me $26 for the item that's $32, and I snapped it up and shipped it out. So everything worked out good on that one. Next, I had a buyer who has once again ignored the Fitment compatibility chart. I had an item that's probably the biggest dog item I have listed on eBay. I think I've had it listed for 5 years, and I'm not exaggerating, and I'll be showing you in a second. It's listed as a Buick Regal fitting the late 90s. It's 4 alloy wheel center caps. And what does this guy do? He enters in the vehicle fitment space 2001 Buick. Jesus Christ on the cross in Brooklyn, the stupidity of these people, it triggers me and it upsets me. So, and he's in Puerto Rico. Anything going there has to be shipped with the post office. The shipping is way more. I ain't screwing with this, all right? So what I did was I wrote to him and I said, there is no way in hell that these items are going to fit a 2001 Buick. It's not going to happen. I said, did you even read? He wrote back and all he said, I have a 2001 Buick. I didn't call concierge. I didn't do anything. I canceled the sale. canceled and moved on. I am not taking a chance of sending it to him, having him play footsie, and make me pay the shipping both ways. Now, screenshot time. This will be the first one of the night. I'm going to hold my phone up to the camera, but before I do, the title says Genuine 1991 to 1996 Buick Regal. That's the title. 1991 to 1996. He types in 2001 Buick. I ask you something. Everybody makes mistakes, but how can someone be that stupid? Alloy wheel center caps are very specialized. You must have not only the exact year and model, but the exact alloy wheel. And I'm sick of this. All right? I am sick of it. I don't know why, even after he typed in that information, and it clearly shows it won't fit, how the sale could even go through. But welcome to the world of eBay Motors. Next thing I want to talk about, change my address. The other day, a person sent me a best offer of $35 on a $45 item. Hey, I don't have a problem with that. It's a dog item anyway. No problem. eBay said I'd be paid right away. Let's just say, for argument's sake, this is 10 o'clock in the morning. I accept the offer. But guess what happened? Never got paid right away. So it gets to be around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I get paid. Ka-ching. Yes, I got paid. I didn't ship it right away. I didn't print the label right away. I was doing something. And it did take me a couple of hours, but I then did print the label. I wasn't planning on shipping it out that day because by now it's 4:30 p.m. I figured I'd ship it in the morning. But I boxed up the item real nice and careful, printed the label, bang, put it in the car. Swear to Jesus, within 5 minutes of that tracking being uploaded, the buyer writes to me, I'm going to need to change my address. That's my old address. Not happening. I said to him, that's not the way you do it. I said, if you would have asked me ahead of time, that would have been okay. I said, you purposely waited till I printed that label. I said, all those hours went by and you didn't contact me. You waited till that label was printed. I said, you're not getting these items. I'm canceling the deal and giving you a refund. That's exactly what I did, and I blocked him. I have no tolerance for that kind of thing. eBay rules state you must have your legit address registered with eBay at all times. Failure to do so is a no-no. Best offers. I have long said that there is a problem with best offers. I don't like the verbiage. I don't like the way the screen is laid out. And I almost got stung royally the other day. I get a notification on my phone, because I was out and about, of a person offering me $85 for a $95 item. All right, that sounds good to me, right? I swear to Christ, I was just about to hit accept, and I noticed a love note. eBay needs to remove the love note section. It ain't Valentine's Day, guys, okay? We don't need that. There should be no space for a love note because there should be no negotiating on the offer that's being sent. The offer itself is the negotiation. So the buyer writes to me, I'm offering you $75 for these, contingent on the fact that there are no dents or scratches anyplace. Two problems there. Number one, the offer came in for $85, not $75. Number two, you can't ask about condition before making an offer. I mean, when making an offer. You can't ask condition questions when you're making an offer. You can ask them before and then base your offer on those answers. I wrote back to him and I told him the way eBay works. I said, you're not getting them. I said, you can't do it that way. And I blocked him too. I must have blocked a good minimum 10 people this week. It's been a very trying week. And to point out something, guys, I am not out here to cry and moan and say how bad everything is. I'm out here to share information with you for two reasons. Number one, if it happens to you, you'll know how to handle it. And number two, hopefully, through our complaints, we can get eBay to change the things that aren't working. And in the past, we have had some success with this, right? And I give you as an example the new cancellation policy that I mentioned the other night. If someone sends you a cancel request and you do not accept the cancellation, and that hateful buyer negs you, eBay will remove it. They have said so themselves, and this is great news for us. Great news. By the way, before I get on to the next topic, regarding my cancellation video I made the other night, was the sound okay? I had one person said it wasn't, but everybody else said it was great. So I was just wondering about that. Next, we're going to talk about a fraudulent item not as described return. And for this, we're going to have to go to some screenshots on my phone. But basically what happened was I listed 3, quantity of 3, alloy wheel center caps. 2 were fine. The third one was missing the retaining ring on the back. I not only mentioned it clearly, but I took close-up pictures. I only charged $27 for all of them, plus USPS shipping. The buyer got them and opened a fraudulent item arrived damage claim, claiming that one of the items is missing the retaining ring. I'm not kidding. He then took the time to send 5 photographs of the cap missing the retaining ring. Now, it clearly says all this in my listing. So I'm going to stop now and I'm going to show you this because I feel you guys need to see the stupidity that's out there. The first screenshot I'm going to show you is the actual return request. And I want you to look at the bottom where it says comments. The buyer wrote, one cap was missing the tension ring that holds the cap on. The other 2 were okay. Now, to prove to you that I listed it correctly, right there, bottom cap missing the retaining ring, okay? Plus I had pictures and I had it in the seller notes and the description as well, okay? Very important. So I requested a call back from concierge. Lady called me right back. I explained the situation and she said, let me tell you something. This is out and out buyer abuse and we really need to stop this. She said, I'm going to make 2 notations. Number 1, on your account, because when you get the items back, I want you to reach out to us again because we're going to cover you for this. This is buyer abuse and this is obvious. She said, number 2, I'm also writing up a ticket and I'm reporting this buyer for abusing this system. She went on to say if the buyer gets enough complaints, he will no longer be able to return anything for the item arrived damaged or not as described reasons. Now, whether or not that ever happens, your guess is as good as mine. But the point I'm trying to make here is if people do this to you, and I'm pretty sure they will, you need to report it to eBay. Even if it's a measly $27 plus shipping like mine. I'm not eating it, okay? I did nothing wrong, all right? I'm not paying the shipping both ways because I did nothing wrong. Let eBay pay the shipping both ways like they said they would. I mean, if they want to be so magnanimous with letting buyers have carte blanche, hey, that's what goes with the territory, guys. You need to speak up for yourself. You need to assert yourself and defend yourself. And by golly, I demand that you do it. As you know, this is the start of the Labor Day weekend, which signifies the traditional end of summer. This is probably the first time in my life I am glad that summer is over. As I've said in the past, this is my slowest summer on eBay in my 25 years. It's been awful. Absolutely disgustingly bad. I'm averaging 25% less sales than usual. I told you what I attribute it to, the eBay search and the China sellers, okay? eBay has the power to take care of both of these things, okay? But they refuse to do it. I have talked till I'm blue in the face to the powers that be. And some of you have too, and that's good. But yeah, guys, that's where we're at right now. So that being said, I'm going to cut this video off now so you guys can start enjoying your Labor Day weekend. I really do hope you guys make a lot of sales, but I think this weekend is going to be absolutely horrendously bad. For one thing, people will be out and about doing their thing. For other things, the search has been just so messed up, and the return rate is sick. It was just sick this week. This was my worst week for eBay returns probably all summer. And I didn't even get into all of them because some of them were legit. Like they bought the wrong size or they changed their mind. Those are legit returns and they come with selling online. I get that. I'm only complaining about the scammers. All right? And they're out there. They certainly are out there. Guys, I'm Crazy New York Driver. You're not. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful and informative, and above all, entertaining. Hope you make some eBay sales this Labor Day weekend. Rock on and peace.